Okay, so it seems that we have a little bit of an update on the whole Shondo situation, where they're actually coming back and providing a response to everything that has been going on recently. Now, if you don't know what has been going on, I have a ton of videos on this pretty much covering it, but essentially, she kind of gave a couple of comments regarding the Bao situation, which we've also been covering, and yeah, it was pretty interesting. There's been some accounts obviously going after Bao, and then Shondo actually replied to one of them saying groomer outed alert. And obviously this angered quite a lot of people, even her own fans as well, because obviously it is something pretty crazy to be throwing around out there. And yeah, obviously, you know, it's not exactly the best thing to be accusing someone of. Obviously, we know it's supposed to be a joke, but again, I don't know. I feel like, you know, it's just not the best thing to be saying about someone. And she obviously made a couple of posts and things responding to it and didn't really do the best with that. And then also we had this post here where essentially she was saying that she was having an episode at the hospital, which obviously wasn't great. And yeah, many people were thinking, you know, what is actually going on with Shondo? Is she okay? What is going on? And despite everything that has, you know, happened, and despite the comments that she's made and how mad people were at this, people were still very, very, you know, very supportive and very, you know, just worried about her because obviously, yeah, it's not the best thing to be going through, right? And yeah, essentially, there are two posts from Shondo now of her coming back, and they essentially go like this. They say, "Hi everyone, this is Fallen Shadow. I am safe and doing better, but I felt the need to reach out to you on a few really important matters before I resume my internet break. First of all, I am so sorry to anyone that I have worried with my recent behavior. I suffered a schizoaffective episode recently. I think this was triggered by stress and lack of sleep and rest due to the prolonged Shondathon. But I generally didn't realize there was going to be a problem until I had a catatonic psychotic lapse and had to be briefly hospitalized. I would like to sincerely apologize to anyone I worried or frightened with the stream that happened in the early hours of October 31st, and with the way the Shondathon had to be cut short. I was not lucid, and I genuinely had no clue how I went live. If I said anything or did scare you, I'm so sorry. And I hope you know the things I can say or do during these times don't hold any substance, and it's just a random brain babble. All I can do is assure you that I'm okay and safe and mostly just embarrassed by it all, and I will do my best to make sure this never happens again. Now that I'm more stable and back at home, it's very easy to see that I was declining for quite a bit before that event, but I was too busy streaming to check in with myself and realize. I've been asked by my family to take a break from the internet for the time being and spend some time with them and to rest up and get myself properly stabilized again. I'm feeling a lot better than I have in a while already. I'll be touching some grass, eating healthily, and starting sessions with my new therapist and psychologist in a week or two. I really want to get better. Additionally, regarding merchandise, the deadline is now passed, but the storefront is of course still open. I'll be reaching out with customer service emails to resolve all existing inquiries within the next day or two, and I'll close all orders for real on November 10th. If you have an inquiry or issue with your merch, then please fill out the contact form ASAP. Thank you for your kindness and patience with me. I'm so sorry for being the one for being in so much trouble all the time. Please be nice to yourself and to others for me, Shadow. So yeah, obviously it seems like she is doing better, obviously, since that tweet, which obviously is great to hear. And obviously a lot of people were concerned exactly for what was going on, obviously, during that stream as well. Again, it seems like, yeah, she does struggle with a lot of stuff personally, and sometimes that can trickle over, obviously, onto her internet kind of persona as well. And obviously that's to be expected, right? I think that, you know, there's been a lot of support as well in the comments saying, you know, good to hear that you're okay, take care of yourself, glad to hear you're okay. Again, it's been very, very positive, and a lot of people have been obviously happy to see that she is okay and doing okay, right? And then there was also another reply in response to a lot of the other stuff that was going on, with especially this comment here, the groomer outed alert one, saying, "Hi everyone, this is Fallen Shadow. I'm feeling much more stable, and I'd like to sincerely apologize for my recent behavior on social media. I don't believe in using mental illnesses as a crutch or an excuse, and I'd like to take full responsibility and accountability for how embarrassingly dumb I've been recently." So again, I think this is pretty good. Obviously, you know, lots of people were saying with this one post of her saying that she's having an episode and stuff, A lot of people brought up the fact like, oh, is she just using this to gain like sympathy or whatever, or just to like kind of get the heat off of her, right? But again, I don't think that was the case. But now you can see that she is fully taking responsibility and not just hiding behind the fact that, oh, hey, I had an episode or something like that, which, to be fair, would be a very valid excuse. But, she's actually taking accountability here, which is great. Obviously, she tags the person that she replied to, Flocky here, saying, I'm sorry for the mean tweet. It was pretty pathetic to involve myself for no reason. And it was incredibly thoughtless of me for me to call you a groomer. I do not literally actually think you are this. I just thought you were being a jerk, and I genuinely just didn't think of what word that would imply. I have a very blunt, very British, very crude sense of humor, and I throw around words like groomer or whore in a joking way all of the time on stream. But I don't actually think anyone is a literal nonce or prostitute when I say these things. It's just dumb, bad jokes I screwed up by forgetting I was on an entirely different website responding to someone in a way it would be impossible to glean context from. Someone who throws around words like this to complete strangers just isn't the person I want to be. I literally did not even consider that my actions could cause you upset or make people attack you. I'm deeply sorry if my words hurt you or anyone else who saw it. As he said, usually when I see a post on here that makes me angry, I do my best to keep any hateful or bitter thoughts to myself. I said the quiet part out loud, though, recently, when I very thoughtlessly just tweeted the first mean thing that came to my head, rather than pushing it out of my mind and moving on. I think there's enough anger and drama already, and I have already tried to stay out of it to the best of my ability, but recently I became something I myself dislike, and I sincerely apologize. It said, I messed up after this again, but I decided to apologize to my fan base for drama whoring rather than apologizing to the Twitter population who saw my dumb tweet to Floki VT himself. It is going to sound very pathetic, but I feel like I should admit to you, after I saw this creator saying things about my fan base following, I thought I was justified, and well, now I don't need to apologize. This is such an incredibly childish and hateful way of thinking, and I'm incredibly angry that I thought this way at all, even during the lead up to an episode. That I spent a lot of my life and time on the internet being a very bitter, angry person. It comes much too naturally to me when my mental state is low, but I'm trying my best to be better. The thing I want as most as a content creator is to spread love and kindness, even to those that dislike me and have set the worst example possible recently. I will do better. I'd like to apologize for deleting all of my related tweets, as well as all of my other tweets from this time. This was done because I received an email from a known individual threatening my family if I did not remove it and apologize. I maniacally deleted everything I had recently tweeted in a fearful panic, and I usually would have just forwarded it to the police contact and deleted the email. I don't believe in hiding or removing mistakes. I think it's important to own up to them. Once again, I'm very sorry for all of you that witnessed that. I'm sorry to Floki for any damage. Said I'll be taking a short break from the internet to touch grass and be with my family. I won't be discussing this again, but I understand completely if the situation has left a sour taste in your mouth. And yeah, obviously, that is essentially the entirety of the response, and I do think it's a very good one. Obviously it covers a lot of the stuff that has been going on, and has been very honest in exactly what she was thinking, and also what she was thinking in. But besides the kind of like statements itself, but also the deleting of the posts, right? Many people were also mad that she deleted the post that she made, and many thought that she was trying to cover it up. And, obviously it does seem like that way whenever you kind of look at it from an outsider perspective. But she, says there that there is someone obviously kind of doing some nefarious stuff behind the scenes and threatening them online, which obviously is, horrible. And, they threatened them, or sorry, they threatened them or their family if they didn't remove it and apologize. So I think that's pretty insane, and that definitely sucks. I mean, bro, the amount of stalkers and stuff, VTubers and streamers and that it's crazy, and I can understand why you delete something like that almost instantly if you got a message like that. But hopefully she can get that sorted out. with the police or whatever going forwards. Obviously, a lot of people have been talking about this over on virtual YouTubers as well, saying the bit about the deranged, I'm assuming, stalker threatening to hurt a family is awful. So many creators I've watched have mentioned having some kind of psychotic stalker screwing up their lives. It's crazy you can have a known individual and they are not behind bars or getting forcibly committed to some institution. It's like the police/government are waiting for someone to get harmed before they act. Said what's screwed is that we don't actually know the real numbers on psycho stalkers that VTubers get, because oftentimes content creators keep them secret from the community to not give them the satisfaction. Yoshi could be chilling from your perspective, but actually terrified in reality. It's sad we get idiots like those people, which, yeah, 100% true, and it is a problem, you know. You're saying legit might be the first actual apology I've seen from a VTuber after saying some dumb stuff. Good on her. And I think, yeah, this apology has been kind of, you know, accepted very, very much so, and people are very, very happy to see that, you know, she's made this response. Obviously, Tech down here saying best apology I've seen. If people aren't happy with this, they'll be happy with nothing. Good shit. They said prioritize your health now, Shondo. Take a rest, log off, and spend time with your family and our friends. Only return when you're up to it physically and mentally. Take care and all the best. And they said, unironically, Shondo truly taking accountability like this could be a serious moment in the VTuber sphere going forwards. I think it could genuinely help creators learn not to be so scared of owning their mistakes, taking accountability and growing from them. Proud of you. So yeah, a lot of people have been very, very supportive of Shondo, and that is great to see. And obviously, I hope that, you know, she does good on her break and yeah, comes back even stronger whenever obviously she's ready to do so. I don't know when that'll be, but again, it should be at some point whenever she is ready. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameStop, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.